Chris from the Mighty Decibel here. Welcome back. This episode, we continue with our Desert Island series, where we're forced to pick 10 albums from a specific subgenre if we're isolated on a deserted island. And this episode, we're talking about black metal. So as normal for these episodes, we're going to be running this in chronological order, and we're limited to one album per band. Hey, if I'm forced on a blackened, deserted island, I've got to take some VENOM with me. Hey, they're the band that created the genre and named it, for God's sake. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking black metal, the sophomore album. But then when I thought it through, I thought, no, actually, I would take the debut Welcome to Hell, appropriate given that it's the ground zero for the birth of black metal. I just find this record, Welcome to Hell, to be roughshod, raw, and punky, just something right up my alley. We go forward 2 years to 1983, where Mercyful Fate introduced themselves with their debut Melissa, and talk about grabbing headlines here. They upped the ante on instrumental prowess, lots of proggy sections, and of course bewildered listeners with vocalist King Diamond, who often actually ostracized the band because of his vocals. So this isn't just one of the best first wave black metal albums of all time, in my opinion. I think it's one of the greatest prog metal albums of all time. Turn the calendar over to 1984, and there's a few albums that we're going to be taking with us from that year. First off, there's the debut from Bathory, self-titled. So their first three albums basically became the blueprint for second wave black metal, so its importance can't be questioned here. Personally, I loved the debut more than the subsequent two releases. First of all, because it hit so hard and so surprising. Nobody expected that one at the time. And also, I find the sound is better, a little bit more raw than the following two. So yeah, Bathory comes with us to the island. sticking with the debut theme. A month later, in November of 1984, Morbid Tales was issued by Celtic Frost. So this one mixed buzzsaw guitar sound with speedy and doomed out sections that still resonates to this day. If I simply just want to headbang to some black metal, this is the album that I pick. In fact, I'd say it's my favorite black metal album of all time. The first wave now and move into 1999, where incredibly 4 of our 10 albums that we're taking with us to the Blackened Island come from. First one is from June 1999. So every black metal deserted island, you need some over-the-top blitzkrieg black metal, wall of sound attack that sounds like you're smack dab in the middle of a war zone. And there's no better album for this that meets those requirements than Panzer Division Marduk by Marduk. Buckle up and press play. You're going to need some melodic black metal on your deserted island with you, and I would take an album from a band I consider to be my favorite black metal band, the Primordial. And specifically, I'd take the Swedish unit's third album, At the World of Untrodden Wonder, which I consider to be their opus. So perfect blend of muscle and melody here. Dive bomb bass, extreme rasp vocals, and melodic guitar riffage become a harrowing whole here. Just great stuff. We're going to go a little off-road for our third album from 1999. It's the debut from the INFERNAL called Satan's Wrath, a criminally obscure album. So unfortunately they only lasted 2 albums, but they remain unique in that here was a band that married the love of headbang with a furious black metal attack. ever wondered what Bathory crossed with Marduk would sound like? Got the album for you here. Our fourth album from 1999 we take with us is We Are War by War. So this is lascivious, drooling, ripping black metal for the disenfranchised. All hail war! We're going to move into the 2000s now as we take some Finnish black metal with us. The utterly raw and vicious Perkeleen Luoma by AZAGHAL, which was issued in 2004. So the guitars buzz here about in a frenzied hurry, and the vocalist just rips his throat to shreds on this thing. Primal, intense hatred converted to musical form. The 10th and final album that we take with us on the blackened desert island is 2011's Nihilistic Stench by Greek black metal horde NADIWRATH. So the thing that they do here that's unique is that they introduce some polka drum beats every once in a while within the maelstrom. So it creates some an upbeat atmosphere that's unique. It gets you off your ass. In a word, fun. Yeah, I know that some of you are probably bemoaning that we didn't include Immortal, Dark Throne, Mayhem, or Impaled Nazarene for that matter, any of their albums, but that just shows the depth of great albums that the Blackened Horde can reach for. So thanks for watching, listening, and remember to check in next Monday where we're going to break a tradition. We're not going to have a new release Monday. Instead, we're going to do a discography review of a major heavy metal band. Have a great one, and check out our website, www.themightydecibel.com.